If you're struggling with the way you feel or look, now is the time to pull yourself up because this month, or what's left of it, is International Boost Your Self-Esteem Month.
That's right. Joining us live with 5 ways to boost your self-esteem is Gabby Ortega. She is the owner and founder of OM Therapy Coaching. Good morning.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, it's great. Even though this is Self-Esteem Month, these are practices that I'm assuming that we can use throughout the year. So let's talk about the importance of self-esteem, first of all, and having a healthy relationship with ourselves.
Yeah, so something I did not realize is that everything from our career to our ability to attract abundance, healthy relationships, it all starts with our relationship with ourselves. So truly, if you want to squeeze the most juice out of life, you need to first focus on getting the best relationship with yourself possible.
Okay, so that's the first of your 5 tips. Another one you have is start showing up for yourself in not just necessarily big ways, but in small ways.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we think that it has to happen overnight. It has to be just this major overnight transformation, but really growing self-esteem is a step-by-step process. And it really is all about just doing small things, keeping small promises to yourself, becoming your best parent, lover, friend, cheerleader, just really being your own best person and holding yourself accountable are just some small ways that you can start to increase your self-esteem.
Yes, and so there are little ways you can be. You had talked about earlier being honest with yourself and realizing that you are really all that you need, right?
Absolutely. I think there's also this misconception that we have to get to a certain point before we'll be good enough, ready enough, worthy enough of the life we really want. And actually, there is no point like that. It's just about recognizing you are already ready. You have everything within you, everything that you need already within you to show up and get everything that you want from life. It really just starts with the belief.
All right, the next tip, creating a timeline of our life experiences.
Yeah, this is a powerful exercise. Everybody definitely brings some tissues because every client that I have go through this. It's a really emotional exercise, but it shows you just how resilient and incredibly strong you are. Start from as early as you can remember and really write a timeline of all of the big things you've experienced in your life, good and bad. And when you actually take a big step back and look at everything on that sheet of paper, I think you're going to be really, really, really surprised at just how strong, how smart, how resilient, and how incredible you actually are.
I've actually done that exercise somewhere else, and it is pretty powerful to go back and look at all the way back to high school, through college, and afterwards. It's pretty amazing what we go through in our lives, and you don't even realize it, right? Because you just sort of forget.
Yeah.
Especially us, Glenn, after so many years. we forget.
Yeah.
Another thing I love to do when I'm running or if I'm in the shower and I'm in a Betty Bad mood, I try to be grateful.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, this is a huge one. And I'm talking not just from the woo-woo place, but also from the neuropsychological standpoint. Our brain has a negativity bias. It is always looking for things to be in fear of or criticizing or things like that. So practicing gratitude every day actually programs your brain to start feeling happier, more grateful, to start actually seeing all the ways that your life is going really, really well. And that is so good for boosting our self-esteem and boosting how we think about really everything.
One thing I want to, before we let you go, I think a lot of people, because of the pandemic, they're creating new content and they're creating maybe a new business or, you know, deciding to get married or have a baby or whatever the situation. How do we convince ourselves to take that first step forward? And, you know, a lot of people are worried about criticism.
Yeah, that's a huge one. So this is what I tell my clients, do the darn thing, just do it. Feel the fear, acknowledge that it may stir the pot, acknowledge that it may not be what everybody wants to see or hear, but this is your life. So only you can give yourself permission to really step into it. So give yourself permission, go for it, and surround yourself with people who really do support you.
All right, Gabby, thanks for the advice.
Yeah, and I love your dog. I see him in the background.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
All right, for more information on Gabby Ohm therapy, coaching, and her self-esteem tips, you can go to ohmtherapycoaching.com and follow on social media.